Hello and thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be doing a review, some swatches and a makeup tutorial using the new Beauty Bay Pastels eyeshadow palette. So this is the palette here. Obviously I've already used mine to do this face, so it's a little battered, and I've also put my makeup brush in the pan. It is a beautiful palette. It was £10. So this is a pressed pigment palette. I have the Me, Myself and Mitchell palette from Beauty Bay, and it is incredible. The formula, the way it works, the colours, they are stunning. So when I saw that this had been released and it was £10, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna show you the swatches now. I'm going to show you the colours, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you how I did this makeup look. And also throughout the video I give you my opinion on the specific colours, how they work, and then you'll get my final thoughts at the end of the video. So if you want to see how I got this makeup look and some swatches of this gorgeous palette here, then please keep on watching. So this first colour is Cloud Free. This is a beautiful sort of teal colour. The next one is Euphoria. This is definitely sort of like a purpley pink shade. It comes up lilac, I would say. The next one along is Days, and that is like this beautiful green colour. And then we have First Light, which is yellow. Then we have Golden Hour, which is a really bright orange. Serenity, which is a really nice sort of lime green colour. There's Lovesick, which is a more pink toned colour. And then Daydream, which is purple. So these colours are really beautiful. Like I said, I will give you my final thoughts at the end of the video once I've showed you how I created this makeup look using the Pastels palette by Beauty Bay. So I'm just going to spray on some of the Le Mans Nordic Hydra Facial Mist just to let that soak in and hydrate my face whilst I do my eyes. And also I'm going to put on some of the Holly Pop Blur Cream as well, and just leave that to soak in whilst I do my eyes. Then I'm going to zoom you in so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. I'm going to use the P. Louise base in shade 3, and I'm just popping that onto the back of my hand, and then I'm just using this Eco Tools brush. So I'm just popping that on with the brush, and this product is to be tapped on. So don't swirl, don't sort of smudge it, literally just pat your brush. And I'm just going to drag that out to here, because that's also where some of the shadows are going to be going. So from the palette I'm going to take the colour Euphoria, and I'm just going to use this Molly O'Brien blending brush, and I'm just going to dip that in and start putting that onto my eye. And this is going to be focused sort of in the crease and upwards. We're going to use this as, this will be the colour that is sort of blends up to the eyebrow. Even though this is a pastel makeup look and obviously pastel colours, I still want it to be nice and pigmented and bold. So the weather here today is honestly vile. It literally was sunny this morning, and now we've got thunder, lightning, rainstorms. Like, it is just all happening in Manchester. So this is a pressed pigment palette. I do think that some of the colours are slightly more pigmented than others. This one I would say is not so pigmented, but obviously as you can see it is building up to a really beautiful colour. So now I have that colour down, I'm going to cut, and I'm going to cut slightly higher than my crease where I would normally cut. And that's just so the next colour I put down you will be able to see when I'm looking straight ahead. And I'm just going to take that out to about here. And now I'm going to take some Golden Hour, and I'm just going to put that right up to where I've just created that line. Just following the longer line. Just following the line along. And I'm just going to make sure that's nice and pigmented. So I'm just going to build the colour up. And then to prepare this next bit, I'm just going to take some of the Milani Perfect and Conceal concealer. And I'm going to take that on that same brush I've been using, and I'm going to cut once again. So now I'm going to take First Light, and that is the bright yellow shade. And I'm just going to pop that into the inner corner bit. I would say this is probably one of the least pigmented shadows of the palette, like that. And then I'm going to take Cloud Free, and I'm going to take it on a slightly bigger one. This is, in contrast, the most pigmented shadow in the palette. You only need a little bit of this. And I'm just going to start off with the bigger brush just to get the colour down. And then I'm going to switch to the smaller end so that I can get the precision. Make sure that you are cleaning your brushes between each colour if you're using the same one, just so you're getting the best colour payoff that you can. And then just dragging it out to about there. And then of course we want to make sure that that is blended into the yellow. So I'm going to take this Morphe M453 brush and take the tiniest amount of that cloud free. And I'm just going to start blending the two of them together so we don't have a seam right down the middle. So now I have those shadows down, I'm going to do my gel liner and then I'm going to tidy up this section. For liner, I'm using my AOA Buttercream gel liner and this is in shade Licorice. I'm taking that on my Zoeva liner brush. So now that that liner is done, I'm going to add lashes. For lashes, I'm using the Peaches number 7 lash. Whilst that lash is drying, I'm just going to tidy the area up with a wipe. Now that first eye is done, I'm going to go off camera and do the other one, and then I'm going to come back and finish the rest of my face. So I've just been and finished the other eye, and that is sort of that area of the eyes done. The orange and the teal colours are beautiful. I think the lilac shade looks really nice with the other colours. The yellow, I'm not too keen on. I actually really struggled with the yellow. I don't feel like it's as pigmented as the other ones. And it started almost to sort of clump up a little bit. It took quite a lot of work to be able to blend it, and it was just that shadow. So I think the formula on that one probably isn't as good as the other ones. In my opinion, that's just how I feel about it. The next thing I'm going to do is take this Marc Jacobs highliner, and this is in shade Pink of Me. I'm also going to take my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, and I'm just going to put this on my natural lashes to help it blend in false lashes I've just put on. For foundation, I'm going to use the NARS Radiant Longwear, and this is in shade Barcelona. I'm just putting that onto a flat brush, and then I'm going to put it all over my face and then blend it in with a larger fluffy brush. Also, please do not forget to enter my giveaway. It actually ends this Sunday. I'm going to be announcing the winner on Sunday evening on my Instagram, and it's still open, you can still enter it. And yeah, just make sure that you don't miss out on that one. Such a beautiful foundation. Concealer, I'm going to mix the Milani Cosmetics concealer and the e.l.f. Camouflage concealer, and this is in Light Vanilla and Fair War under my eye with the Milani first. I love mixing these together. And then the tiniest amount of the e.l.f. And I'm just going to use the same brush that I used earlier to put the P. Louise base on. And I'm also going to bring this right out up to my hairline, so it's just going to help that shadow just look really defined and pulled back. Contour, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible foundation stick, and this is in the shade 210. And also just taking that down the sides of my nose. Don't worry, I'm not finished. I'm not just going to leave it like this. Once again, I'm going to blend with the same fluffy brush. The good thing about using the same brush is that it's going to still have a little bit of the foundation and the concealer on, so it's just going to help it all blend together really nicely. The next thing I'm going to do is bake using the Huda Beauty Pound Cake. I'm going to take this on my powder puff as usual and just bake my under eye. So I'm going to leave that baking. I'm going to do the eyeshadow on my under eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Lovesick, and I'm just going to use that on my under eye. I'm going to take this small detail brush. I would say that the pink is probably one of the less pigmented ones as well. It's not too bad, but I did put quite a bit on and I don't feel like I've got that really bright pink look. I'm just going to do my brows now, and I'm using the e.l.f. brow kit, and this is in shade Dark. I'm literally just going to fill in any sparse areas that I've got. To wipe away that bake, I'm just going to do the little trick that I saw on Painted by Spencer tutorial. I'm just going to take this fluffy brush and just dab it really lightly into the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder, and then I'm going to use that to take off the bake. I have really noticed a difference in my baking since I started doing this technique. Everything looks so much smoother, so much more blended. For bronzer, I'm going to take MAC Dark Deep. I'm just going to put that onto my foreheads and my cheeks. Help bronze this look up a little bit. And then I'm just taking the Huda Beauty again, and I'm baking under here. For blush, I'm going to take the Zoeva Coral Spectrum palette, and I'm going to take this pink right here. Doll Beauty Shine Bright. Whoa. It impresses me literally every time I use this highlighter. It's like I'm seeing it for the first time again. For lips, I'm going to take the NYX lip liner, and this is in shade Brown. Then I'm going to top that off with MAC Peach Stock. Over the top of that, I'm going to use this Revlon pink lip gloss, and this is just a really pretty pink glittery lip gloss. I love this combo together. Then I just need to put some mascara on my under eye and then wipe away this bake. And there we have the final look. I really like this palette. I'm so glad I ordered it. I don't normally go for, for me personally with palettes, I like to look for ones that have a bit more functionality to them, especially if something's going to go in my kit, like just having like a mixture of colours all in one. And obviously naturally you're going to use a lot more neutrals, browns, shimmers and stuff like that. But considering this palette was literally £10, I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it, and it didn't disappoint. The only thing that I would say is that I personally am not a fan of the yellow, just because I feel like I struggle to blend it with the other shadows. The Shadow Cloud Free that I was blending it with is a beautiful, very pigmented colour, and I don't know, I just felt like I had to work really hard for them. In terms of the shades, obviously the only ones that I didn't actually get around to using are this one, and this one. So I used 5 of these colours, and I think that's pretty good going for a makeup look. I would definitely recommend this palette. Like I said, I've been very honest about the yellow and how pigmented I think they are throughout the video. I am always going to be honest, because if you went out and bought this and then messaged me and was like, Demi, hang on, Demi, the yellow in this is not good, like it's shit or it's crap, whatever you would say, then like I would just look ridiculous. So I would much rather come in here and say, I really like this palette, the only thing that is X, Y and Z, and then leave you to decide whether you want to purchase it yourself. And that is what I've done. I'm actually really pleased with the way that this turned out. It is a little bit different for me. I've never done a pastel makeup look before. I think it turned out really well. I think it was a good use of the colours. I actually do think that the colours work really well together. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you very much for watching. As I mentioned earlier, don't forget to enter my giveaway. I will have linked it in the description box below. I hope to see you here again very soon. Thank you.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name.